And a reminder, use risk capital that you can afford to lose, and don't let things get away from you. Always have your stop loss, use your discipline, and then if you've taken some stop outs, use some discretion about going back after it. Don't try to get it all in one bite. Try to get it back in chunks, as we were talking. And a reminder, um, trading is risky, and protect yourself at all times. All right, let's review the lunch swing. We talked about 18 as support. If that breaks, then the 15 would be the next level. Obviously, if we're going to use that analogy, then we're also going to think 12 is the bigger support underneath us. And we said that would be a key idea. So for now, I talked earlier today about the possibility of trying to close somewhere near the doji. And they had a 22 close and a 20 close, so split the difference, make it 21. So I said this could be a potential target area for bragging rights, for closing. And we shall see, because there's still, a couple of hours in the day. Still time to do a couple more head fakes before we're done. And I've advised traders to be very conservative this afternoon, because this is big boy squaring for the week and for the month. So whenever we have this type of a situation, you want to understand we're not going to move the market. The big boys are. And we're trying to ride along their coattails when they're pushing one direction or the other. Now look how terrible this bar looks. Boom. And yet it holds the 15, and then we get to climb right back up. And then anybody who thinks that, okay, we're just out of Dodge and still going, we really didn't take out the overnight high. And we just brushed into the demon area. And then we've had a nice solid swing back to retest 18s. So I'm still going to say this 18 to 15 is a key support zone. And if it breaks, then you're going to have to rely on the 12, and anything goes. So for now, the best trades long side, we said, were done a long time ago. These are trades with today's trend, right? Because we took out the high, so pullbacks or contras until we take out the low. And we can see the idea of bumping into the rain line and stalling. So this is the umbrella trade. Anytime we get back under this pink line and all these other lines too. So anything goes, and usually we can get sharp reversals that come seemingly out of nowhere when we get too far stretched. So the real key today still is this 12. And obviously we've talked about 28 as our significant resistance. 28 to 29, just ahead of 30, that big pivot we talked about. And this is the type of day that will drive traders nuts trying to figure out direction. Yesterday was a one-way up and then a one-way down. Today, overnight, one way down, one way up in the morning, lunge contra, bounce back, rejected, and coming back to test support again. And this is the RTH look. Back into the core. And pretty nice looking chart, actually. We've stalled right where we thought we had to. Tad above it today, pull back, but still not a, these sharp bars, you have to be very careful of them, especially when they climb right back through it. Scene of the crime this week, we said 27.5. That is also part of our thinking for today, and that's why I'm kind of referencing that 28 area. So anybody that trades this afternoon, risk no more than 10% of whatever you have won today. You don't have to do a thing. You may have some interest in the market, but you don't have to trade it every single minute. And you want to go home a winner. So make sure you take home, if you've had a good day already, make sure you take home the lion's share of it. I want to end on a positive note. And this is the angels and demons. We've got 10 as our all-day angel. We have got 23 and a quarter as our all-day demon. And right now we are obviously range trading from the morning high to the lunch low, and in between is range. So this is a whack-a-mole pattern, and obviously this second high here really needs to get up above to be a true whack-a-mole. The whack-a-mole is like yesterday where, Linda Raschke's 3 drives to a high. And over here we had the 1 drive today and then the failure and then come back and caught support and bounce. So still in a whack-a-mole pattern, but not as strong, obviously, as yesterday. This aborted by lunchtime today, correct? And we'd said, get her done day. This aborted and came back, and then during lunch found its footing, and we're inside this swing. So that's all we know is range type trading. And we said reduce expectations today, and I'm still going to say that. So all we know is the adage of buy support in an uptrend. And if you get beat, take your stop and look for another area. And that served the traders well. One day it won't. There'll be one day when you'll try buying 5 or 6 different supports and none of them will work. And you should give up after the second one and then go sidelines and cool off and then just think about what's going on. But you can't play for a crash. You just can't. You can avoid trouble by having an uncle rule. And my suggestion, we've got 2 hours to go. Anybody who thinks they know where the market is going and knows exactly where it's going, tell me when you're running the next class and I'll come join you. Because nobody knows. We make educated guesses. Anybody who thinks it's an easy business, forget it. Simple, yes. Easy, I don't think so.